line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Matthews. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big play there for the Niners. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Lance able to find Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Lance looking to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Buying time to his left. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. These two teams all tied after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
You. 45.
Shotgun now for Lance. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point put through by Succop. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Niners.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Mostert. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trey Lance, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Brady. And Matthews has it right side.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that
play. Brady. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Flushed out right.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. Now it's Lance. It's Williams on the catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert from 17 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Open target here is Matthews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Dumps it off to Fournette. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. The running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Off of play action, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Brady again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Matthews. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Brady's throw taken in by Miller. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And Brady's throw there incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and kick.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hand, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Rolling to his left. Going underneath for Matthews. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make this a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space. And
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
I don't care what football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
On play action, Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Lance now to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Lance looking to throw it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trent Sherfield there to make the grab. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Lance now on 1st down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Brady now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Brady got to have this one. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Niners.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This is Miller, complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Brady to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He'll go for it. It's Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27, the 40. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control.
Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. This is caught by Evans, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Howard has the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the Niners